I'm back. I ran my errand. Now I am back in the world of paper piecing. Let's see what happens. Because I just don't know. Let's see here. Nobody's in here? Usually somebody's in here by now. Did I hit the button? Am I not live? Do I just think I'm live? Because that's possible. Y'all have met me before. There we go. Thank you, Yasmin. I'm happy to be back. She is back. And paper piecing. Yasmin, what day are you coming to Road? Am I going to see you? Probably, because I see you everywhere, don't I? I see you. Evelyn in the house. Oh, excuse me. Your paper piecing houses this morning. Excuse me. There is a paper piecing pattern that I would love to stop everything and do, but I just didn't know about it until now. And now it's definitely too late to start. But it's the one by, oh Lord, is it sweet potato? Nah, it ain't sweet potato quilts. It's, what is the name of that? I've been looking at it like every day. What is the name of that? It is, what is the name of, you guys know, it's the tree skirt with the nutcrackers or the toy soldiers. Wednesday and Friday. What's up, Betty? What is the name of that pattern? It's popping up all over the place right now. And I'm just upset that I didn't see it until now. What is it? It's we something? What's the name of that pattern? Where's Lindiana? Lindiana always knows what I'm talking about. What is the name of that pattern? It's a good one too. What is the name? I don't even know how I would find it. It's good, and I want it. And it's a paper piecing pattern, and it's probably the best tree skirt that I've ever seen, if I'm being honest. What is the name of this? Oh, let's see if I can find it. Oh my goodness. Is it by we somebody? Oh, we talk too much in our group chat. Too much talking. What's the name of that thing? See, this is why I'm not getting paper piecing done. Because now I'm too busy trying to find it. But I know that somebody in the group chat posted it first. And then I got hip to it. And then it just started popping up constantly. I feel like the first two letters are a we something. Like, waha, the weekend quilter. The weekend quilter. If this isn't the best, I just don't know what is. I want to stop everything I'm doing to do that guy. And it's 8 of them. If it had been 6, I might have tried it. And they're every other. as far as the colorway is concerned. I mean, I'm sure you could do more, but the Weekend Quilter. Oh, I want to do it so bad. I don't have time. Also, I need people to start advertising their Christmas stuff, but then it wouldn't have been the same. It wouldn't have hit the same if she had showed me that like 2 months ago. I probably wouldn't have been as interested in it as I am currently. I just don't think I would have been. So, yeah. But it's a cutie patootie. Betty, is your last name Bernina, or do you just sew with the Bernina? Are you just a Bernina girly? I'm curious. I'm so curious. These glasses are so heavy. They are just going to slide right off of my nose. Oh, shoot. Boy, did I drop that needle down in the right place or what? You love your Berninas. Good for you. Bernina, Bernina girlies unite. You are in good company. To the pink is a Bernina girly. They almost got me too. I was almost a Bernina girly. Almost. But I just didn't know at the time. I had made friends with the shop owner, and I had started to show a love of Tula Pink's stuff. So Tula Pink's machine came out, and I was, I saw it and I was excited, and she made me an unbelievable deal, which I didn't know at the time because I didn't understand how much real sewing machines costed and whatnot. And I passed on it because I just didn't know what I was being offered. And I was almost a Bernina girly. Had I taken that deal, everything would be Bernina right now. You named your first machine Betty after your grandma. I love that. I love when machines have names. What am I getting ready to do? There you go, girl. There you go. glasses are so heavy on my little nose, which is obviously super oily, and these glasses are just slipping. But they are a cute pair of glasses. So I'm going to go to my guild tonight, my meeting, and I'm going to stir up a little trouble. All of the QuiltCon stuff, the QuiltCon rejects and stuff just came out, and I really want to know their thoughts on the whole thing. And I think some people are going to have some very opinionated answers, and I'm looking forward to it. I want to know what their thoughts are. I have so much respect for the ladies in my guild and their knowledge. They've been doing it, almost all of them have been doing it so much longer than me. And I know their insight will be welcomed by me. So, the controversy, the drama of it all. And it's like this every year. This isn't new, but I want to know. I want to know. So I'm going to chill out with you guys for a couple of hours. Then we're going to the meeting. Can't wait. Ooh, you talk about cutting it close. Ooh. Should cut it close there. All right, what we got? What else is going on out there, ladies? I got an email a few moments. Well, I'd say not a few moments ago. I got an email after I left, and it was someone asking me about a featherweight 221. They thought I was much more knowledgeable about featherweights than I am. But just by the off chance that somebody hears this, I've got a friend whose husband is looking to get his wife a featherweight 221. So if somebody has one for sale, let me know. I know someone who might be interested. You got one, but you keep it. I know that's right. If I had one, I'd be keeping it too. I'd be keeping it too. I think that's such a beautiful, thoughtful gift. It's a great gift for the season. So good on him. I hope she absolutely loves it. So Betty, I told him, that's exactly what I told them. I told them even if they weren't local to start there. I said, start with Roxanne's. And then if Roxanne's can't help them, they went ahead and contact the featherweight shop and let them help them. My understanding is that this gentleman reached out to her friend to help because he's not well. And so I don't know that he has the strength or energy to be traipsing around and hunting. So just to get it done quickly and so that he doesn't have to, be thinking about it, just go where they are. Now, had the situation been a little different, I might have said, hunt it down. But I think for this particular situation, it's best just to go for the big guns. Betty, where are you? You sounds like you're right next to me. It sounds like you are right near me. You talking about the carpinteria. Betty, were you named after your grandmother? Oh, Betty Bernina. Are you not Betty? It's that just, are you not? Oh, your friend Mac, I tell you. Oh, your poor friend Mac. She's doing a lot right this second, though. She's paper piecing. She's thinking about all the things behind the scenes that need to happen and be taken care of. And she's trying to hold a conversation with you too. So forgive me if I am a little slow on that one. But I feel like I might have missed that. Got it. Got it. I'm all caught up now. But are you local? Are you local? Are you local? Are you local to me? And if you are you going to road to California? It's a quilt show and it's a good one. Paper piecing is so much fun when you're in the mood to do it. Oh, Thousand Oaks, Ventura. Oh, cool. So you are all the cotton and chocolate. You're hecka close to Roxanne's. You're all the what's my B? Super buzzy. You are super buzzy in it. Lucky you. Why are you and I not best friends? You're in my neck of the woods. Actually, we are best friends, but I'm just saying. Just saying. I love that for us. Oh, I would be in super buzzy. I would be wearing her out. She'd be so sick of me if I lived. That would be the store that no, that's, you know what? No, what's that other random one that nobody goes in because that's not true. They go in there. But it's just a random store that's next to Super Buzzy. I've done a video on it. I can't remember what the name of it is. Oh, that means that I'm due. What's it called? Like the sewing store? What is the name of that store? That's what's the name of that store that's near Sewing Buzzy? Super Buzzy. But it's around the corner and nobody really, it's not like but it is. It's a great store with all these different, you know what? We're going there. Yes, we're going there. No idea what the name is, but we're going there. We're due. We are due for a trip in there. Let's see what they got going on. What is it? You just never know what you're going to find in that store. What is the name of that store? This is what half of my lives are, me doing this, thinking about it. It's like Fabric Town. Got it. See? Best friends. We are due. We need to go, and I should have done it. Why was I just in that area? What was I doing? Where was I going? Oh, I went up to Old Town, and I drove through. What's up, Debbie? Carolina Moore's here. She must have her notifications on because she does not miss a live. She does not. Hey, what did we open today? Did we get something good? If you guys don't know, Carolina Moore spent all of her hard-earned quilty money and bought a bunch of advent calendars, like all the sewing advent calendars that she could find, and then she's opening them daily on her channel. And I missed today. The last time I saw it, there were some plates that I thought were like randomly very cool. I don't know where the plates came from, but there were plates. What else do we see? There were like some tags, some like Kylie in the Machine. I don't even know if they were Kylie in the Machine, but there were some tags. It couldn't have been that long ago. Might be a little bit back. I don't know. I gotta catch up. You missed some of the lives. Betty, I'm going to Fabric Town, USA. We need a Fabric Town, USA live. It's an obscure store that has the things that you might not know are in there. And you might find some stuff you've been looking for and just didn't know that they're there. Fabric Town, USA, for all your random sewing needs. You bought another advent calendar? What? Another one? I didn't know you had 18. I didn't know the number of calendars that you bought. That's insane. I love that you found one that you wanted to buy. I love that. I love that. I love that. I can't wait to see what we've gotten thus far. So that means that you get to open all the days up until whenever we receive it. That's exciting. Exciting. I'm here for it. What show? Okay. Let me see. Where are we? Where are we going to start? Who are we going to? So Carolina Moore is here, and you guys know she's doing the advent calendar. I'm catching everybody up who's just now popping in. She's doing an advent calendar. She bought a bunch of advent calendars, and she's opening them daily, right? So there's that. We're talking about that. And then she just told me that she bought another calendar, which is cray. So that brings her up to 19 now. So that's what's going on with that. Betty is behind on her advent calendar. So we got to get her all caught up on hers. Deborah wanted to know what I'm making, and this is what is this? This is a paper pieced bow. Wait till you see the sucker come together. Y'all are gonna be like, what just happened? It's so interesting. And in my mind, this bow is going to go on, what kind of foolishness? Is gonna go on Carolina's bag in my mind. In my mind, it will. We shall see. We shall see. We shall see. Did I hit that right? Did you not get caught? I think you're supposed to be caught right there. Chocolate quilts. Just so you know, Carolina Moore has been getting a lot of chocolate. I think it's the advent calendar chocolate. I don't know why, but she always has some chocolate. It's always some chocolate in one of them advent calendars. So there's that. You might want to look into it because we know you like your chocolate. What show? Road to California is my next show coming up. I'm going to rock that sucker. Carolina Moore, are you going? Are you teaching? Are you boothing? Tell me all of your Road to California. And yeah, I bet you're going to go because I've seen you there. I'm going to assume I'm just all of a sudden not going to see you there. Although you might be busy because you are a busy lady. So let me ask that again. Carolina Moore, will you be at Road to California? Will you be teaching? Will you have a booth? Will you be in somebody else's booth? Boy, you're a busy lady. I aspire to be like you. Ah, Debbie's been watching you. 2 chocolate, 1 tea, 1 cross stitch, the rest quilting or sewing. Okay. No specific plans? Gotcha, gotcha. I actually haven't made my plans for road yet either, except for I know I'm going. I know I will be live. I know I will be filming, but exactly when, how, what, where, I don't know. This might be the first show that I try to get like a media kind of before it opens kind of thing going on with this one. I met the owner of Rode, and that is something we were talking about because it's getting to the point now where it's a little bit chaotic when I am trying to film in a good way. So we might need to now get some filming, as much filming as we can get done before shows actually open. We might be there. We might be there now. We'll see. There we go. There we go. CMRS. If you just checked out this pattern goes hard. I love it. It's such a random, like, what? Like, how does that work? I hope that the colors that I've chosen and everything makes sense for it so that we can really see what it's going to be. I love that you know what I'm doing because I get the feeling that nobody else really does. I saw someone else do it and was like, gotta do it. Got to. Maybe I'll get my butt to sew. But really go to a quilt show. Isn't it wonderful when you can do it under the guise of coming to see the fam? Yeah. I say you do it. Road to California is a great one to do. It's not too big. It's not too small. It's just right. Hey, Carolina, are you familiar with Road to Virginia? Don't be better than. First of all, how am I going to. How? Probably what. You got to be probably the hardest working person I know. You got to be. You got to be literally like the hardest working person I know. Don't know what I could ever do. But you know me. You know I'm trying to just keep up a little bit. Trying to meet some goals. That's all. Trying to meet some goals. Trying to make my mark in the quilty world here. Trying to keep everybody encouraged and inspired with all this chaos happening. Because we did have a chaotic week, but that week is over. No more crying about that week. We're going to move on. Did you hear me? I said, Carolina, I said, I'm going to go to the meeting tonight, my guild meeting, and stir the pot. You know, I'm in the Modern Quilt Guild, so go around asking everybody their opinions on the news from QuiltCon to see what I'm going to take the temperature of the room. I can't wait to see. And this is going to be a great room to ask all the questions because there's so many people who submitted, who got in, and then some who did not. So I can't wait to see what everybody's thoughts are on that. So then I can come back and tell y'all. Oh, well then, thank you. Yeah, come on down. Come to Cali. You already know. You know where it is, kind of what's going on down here. You know, the weather will be cool. I'm going to assume that wherever you're coming from, the weather here will be better. Oh, that was a piece to piece, and we are not finished. We got 2 more small pieces right here in the corner. To do something. Nah, my goal isn't reducing rejections. That's actually, well, technically, I guess my goal is to reduce. No, I don't think it's technically to reduce rejections. That's not it. No, my goal is to, in a perfect world, I really don't have a dog in the fight. Well, that's not true either. Maybe I need to sit down and have a conversation with myself before I just start spitting out words, which is the plan before the video comes out, because at this point I'm just spitballing. But at the end of the day, to just be super clear and blunt about it, I really don't think there should be multiple quilts from the same person in the show. I think that the show is so limiting that it's, you can only do about 500 quilts, and I get that. That's enough. I don't know that there need to be, I don't know that I need to see 1,000 quilts. I don't know that I want to do that. And I am the quilt girly, but that's a lot. So I don't know that I need to see 1,000 quilts in a show. I do want the caliber to stay where it is. I'm not saying increase the number of quilts. I'm not saying expand the show. I think the show is a beautiful size. It will probably grow, and it might get to be huge and all that. Cool. But I would still want just one quilt in from everybody. I don't love the idea of someone having 4, 5, 6 quilts in a show that starts to become an exhibit. And I think there are so many. It would be different if all the quilts that were being rejected were clear rejects, but the show could still be beautiful and include 100 more quilts that didn't get in, that possibly could have got in if some people didn't have 4 or 5 quilts. So I'm really excited because tonight I'm going to get to see somebody who got in 4 or 5 quilts. And I cannot wait to be all in her face. She's going to be so sick of me. She's probably already sick of me because I run around and quilty bother her. But there are so many people in the guild that have been doing this so long. I can't wait. I cannot wait. It's already limited to 4. That's ridiculous. I don't even know why they got to 4. Where did that number even? The blue sky? What are we doing? Why is it 4? I know that it used to be more, but it's just that number. I got to sit with it so that I can make it make sense. So that I can better communicate what my feelings are. But I know that that's too many. And people are like, well, let's do 2. No, doesn't need to be 2 either. Just one. But I want you to be able to submit 17,000 if that's what you have. If that's what you've made in a 3-year period, submit your 17,000. This is a business. Give them the money. Throw in everything you can. Stack your chances. I don't care. But you're only getting 1 in. Do you? But you're only getting 1 in. I feel so passionate about that. There's a committee. Yeah, I know there's a committee. That makes sense. But no, I don't think they fixed the problem. And I do think there's a problem there. I really do. But I know people will come for my throat, which is fine, if they can make it make sense. But I haven't seen anything that makes me change my mind just yet. But I'm so excited to see somebody. We knew somebody that submitted. Did she submit 10 quilts? And I want to say she got 3 in or something. It's like, do you, boo boo? That doesn't bother me at all. But there's so many good things and good topics and conversations that came up. So I started reading the comments in the, on the chats and whatnot. And people brought up stuff that I never in a million years would have thought of. Never in a million years. It didn't dawn on me about the anonymity of the quilts and how people are posting stuff. I never thought about this. They're posting a quilt saying, oh, this is what I'm posting. This is what I'm submitting to QuiltCon. Hope the judges like it. Hashtag QuiltCon, hashtag QuiltCon rejects, hashtag blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, that's how I know what got submitted. I don't love that. I don't also love when people post what got in, because now it's not a surprise to me. Social media is our gift and our curse. And I guess we all know that. But there were things that I just never, these are things that I wouldn't have thought of. And I know how can you can't catch everything and you can't make everybody happy, Lord knows. And like you said, this is their thing. It's their thing. They run it how they want to. This is just me and my little red wagon that, again, has never submitted a piece of anything. But when I look at the rejects, one thing I can say is we know I go to shows. We know I've seen quite a few shows at this point in my quilty life. I'm starting to be able to recognize who's where and who's getting in and that kind of stuff. I'm starting to understand who's got what categories and all that. I mean, my quilting knowledge is just growing, as it should for somebody who does what I do. So I think I can speak with some authority about that, but I don't know, because there are a few quiltresses that I'm obsessed with, and I don't hate seeing a whole bunch of their quilts. I feel kind of bad, but at the same time, there are some quiltresses that just have such amazing work, and we do want it displayed. We do want to see it, and I want to see a lot of it. And this, I guess, is one of the ways that I get to do that. So I don't know. You said there should be a limit of 3. So I'm not a mathematician. Goodness knows. I do geometry pretty good, but one of my girlfriends who's very passionate about this, but she also didn't get a quilt in. So I'm not sure if it's coming from that place or if it's coming from, this is, a true problem kind of thing. I don't know. But she did the math and she was like, if everybody who enters, if there's 400 quilts, everybody who enters gets several quilts in, like 4 in. She's like, that's like 115 people whose stuff is being shown in such a big show. And I was like, that's interesting. You can make the math lean however you want. That, but I was like, that's interesting. It's an interesting point. When I sit down to do the video, I promise you, it will be so much more eloquent than it is right now, because it's coming out scattered and I feel scattered about it. But I knew it couldn't just be me. And now that I've seen so many people be so outspoken about it, I think they might be on to something. Maybe. Yeah. I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about who's doing the judging and if they know the people and is the anonymity there and all that. That kind of stuff really doesn't bother me. That kind of stuff, I'm like, whatever. You guys are doing the best you can with that. I think they've actually done a great job with that as best as they can in this time and age. That's not my issue. My issue is, why does somebody have 4 quilts in a show with 500 quilts? It's just, there are other people that could have had an opportunity to have their work seen. Grab the best from that person. If that person happens to get a bunch of them that meet the qualifications, well, you pick the best of that one and move it on. Not 2, not 3, not 5, whatever, just 1. But because of the type of show that is, and all shows have a different temperature, and they're just different. They're different. There's a show in Birmingham, I think in the UK, that I'd love to see, where everybody gets in. It's gonna be a very different show than the one that's curated here, but I'd like to see it. And I'm a girl who likes all kinds of quilts. If I did a show, it probably would lean more toward one where everybody gets in, just so that I could put on a show that showcased so many different quilts. I think that's the type of show that I would want to do, but it's different. They are just that good. You might not be wrong. you might not be wrong. You're not, actually. We know the people who got 4. Like, we know who got 4 in. They are the cream of the crop. No, but if we are letting people who are the cream of the crop in with people who are amateurs, let's just that's another thing. Although they do have that new category this year. I got to get to the guild meeting early so that they can help me not sound like a crazy quilter. I am a crazy quilter, though. Or limit the number per category. Maybe, Betty, maybe that's the key. Maybe you can only do, I don't know. No, I want you to be able to submit as many as you want. If you can only get 1 in, I don't care what you do. You do whatever you want to do. I think so too, Carol. I think there probably should be a couple more categories. For one, it's a different quilter who starts and finishes their quilt entirely. That's a different quilter. I'm just saying. I'm not going to fight with anybody about it. If you piece that top and you quilt that quilt, your skill set is different than me, who's going to piece my quilt and give it to the homie who can quilt her butt off. That's now a duo. You know, that credit should be gone. That credit should go to me and her. I don't care if it's straight line quilting. I think there should be a different category for people who do that versus someone who starts and finishes. Yeah, Betty, I think you and I know this is a very difficult conversation to have when you are typing and I am talking. Although it's not like I'm making the most sense right now anyway, but with that being said, the same way that I picked the 3 is the same way that I picked the 1. You know, you can only have 1. We're just going to grab the one that's the best, the one that's the best. The thing you run into, Carolyn, let me ask you this. Can you have multiple in a category? I didn't check the rules on that, and that's something that I need to check. Can you have multiple quilts in a category? Can I have several quilts in negative space? Because now you're really stacking the deck. Oh, it's so much drama. So much drama. So exciting. This is what it's going to be like tonight. Have the quilters yelling across the room at each other. Just kidding. Our quilters don't do that, sort of. Kind of. Maybe. We'll see. I've got to check the rules again. Me just being 100% honest, I just want to see so many people in the show. I want to see so many different points of view artistically. why I asked you. That's exactly why I asked you. I wanted to know. I wanted to know your opinions because I knew you had them. I knew you had them, and I figured they were strong and probably not wrong. Probably just as right as you can be. You've been doing it for quite some time. You've been around it longer than me. That's for sure. But I'm curious to see what happens going forward, to see if they take anybody's opinions into consideration. Which I'm sure they do because it went from 5 to 4. But I don't know that was. I mean, I don't know. Hey, sure there was a method to the madness, which I am not privy to because I don't know anybody on a QuiltCon anything at all. I don't know who's who or what. None of those people know me, and I don't know them. So but what I do know for certain is that they're doing something right. They're doing something very, very right. So maybe I just need to let them cook and leave them alone with my little opinions that mean so little. But they're definitely doing something right. The show is expanding every year. It's just more and more attendees coming. They've got people talking. They've got people excited, including me. They're doing it. They're doing their thing. They might be going through some growing pains. You know, we've seen some stuff not go right, but it is what it is. It's all right. Because they bounce back from that too. I know it sucked in that moment though, but they got this. Nah, I don't. Yeah, no, I don't think. I don't know of any quilt show that accepts every quilt. That's insane. That's a different. That's a very different show. That's more of a. Now you kind of talking, crafty kind of things, in my opinion. But that might be the kind of show that I put forth. I don't know. Haven't got there yet. Don't know that we ever will. Don't know that we ever will. But QuiltCon is a very different show than Paducah Am Festival. And it's, making waves. And I don't know. I don't have a lot of people around that are submitting to those and not getting in and are so vocal. It might be because of the age group that's playing QuiltCon. I don't know. Yes, I do. It probably is. It probably is. So. But if so, it can't be everybody. If the majority of people are like, hey, this is something's up, then something probably is up. One of my favorite sentences, it cannot be everybody. But we're gonna see, because when I tell you I am barging through that door, asking questions and taking names, just kidding. I want to know. not someone turning on the heat in their own house. And now I'm about to be, it's just going to be hot. It's going to be so hot in a minute. Ugh. Let's just cut a different piece. San Diego Quilt Show did? I don't think did I go to the San Diego Quilt Show? Can't remember. Can't remember. Where was I this year? And if I wasn't at the San Diego Quilt Show, shame on me. Shame on your girl. Really need to put that in the thing. And did I ask you if you were going to Road to Virginia? Because I just found out about it, and I want to say it as many times as I can on this live, so everybody knows that it exists. Because again, I didn't even know about it. Oh my gosh, it's hot. What the heck? Yeah, I'm definitely a millennial, so everybody does not get a trophy, and I don't care about none of that. That's not it either. That's not it either. But I think there was room for more. And looking at the ones that have been rejected, they're not so far off. I don't think. I wonder if I have enough experience to judge a quilt show at this point in time in my life. I don't even know if I have my 10,000 hours. I must have 10,000 hours by now, right? Oh my gosh, it is hot. I wonder what would happen if I turned off the heat. I should not turn off the heat in their house, should I? Oh, okay. It's 2018 and 2019. Nah, Betty. I'm not down with a participation trophy either. I mean, that's not true. You know, go ahead and give me a ribbon for entering and getting into the show. I'll take that, but nah. I'm looking for the seasoned people though to really give me their opinions about this, because I wonder, is this new, or what their thoughts are about this, because it just doesn't seem to be working in this particular case. And like I said, everything is different. Every show is different. Every show is different. Because one of my friends who didn't get in this year, I don't know how many she submitted, but she won last year. She won a major. So I don't know, but I know it stinks I know it does. I don't care how much you do this. I'm sure it does not feel good to enter in something that you feel so passionately about and it not get in. So there's that. And I've never been to a show and been like, this show isn't good. I've never been to a QuiltCon and said, this isn't good. No, there have been some awards, of course, that I didn't, agree with, but that's just my own personal taste coming through, like everybody else's. Again, art is subjective. But I don't think I have ever one day in my life walked past anything at QuiltCon and said, this didn't deserve to get in. I don't think I've really ever said that. I don't think I have. I don't know that I would say something like that, though. I don't know that that's in me, to be honest. I've never not been impressed by a QuiltCon show as a whole. There we go. There we go. QuiltCon is a very impressive show. Hence the reason why all the crazy quilters are like slamming their fists on the table saying this isn't right. It's just because it's such a special show to everybody. That's all. Sometimes it's great to be average, no pressure. you know, you might be right about that. Well, thank you, Debbie. I do have candy canes. I have candy canes and presents and a deer that I've decided to name Rudolphina because I've decided they're girls because of the eyelashes. They totally have eyelashes. Nobody asked to see my nails. Nobody. But yet here we are. Can you see the eyelashes on her? Rudolphina. And she's got a red nose. Just because people complain doesn't mean it's wrong. I don't know. If enough people complain, it might be wrong. It might be worth taking a look at. It might be something there that can be done better. That's just me and my little red wagon. Might be worth taking a look at. Especially if those people are paying you their good hard-earned money to be a part of your club and they say, hey, this rule right here probably needs to be revamped. It might be worth taking a look at. I'm not saying you're wrong because I don't know what's happening behind the scenes. I don't know how that all works. I can admit that. And I'm not saying to expand the show or anything like that. That's a lot of work going into that. That I do feel like I know. Thank you, Debbie. But I'm curious. I'm curious to know. I'm curious to hear the points of views that haven't been voiced before. I'm curious to know the things. There's just some stuff that I just never would have thought about. Never would have thought about some of that stuff. Never would have occurred to me. Some of the things that they were saying. Good on people for being such critical thinkers. Imagine that, quilters being critical thinkers. Duh. We're puzzle people. Oh my God. This is what happens when you hang out in your parents' house all day. My parents have this heater on hell at this point. Oh my gosh. What on earth? I'm going to pass out in here. Oh my gosh. Come on. All right, just go. Just go. Have some water. I should. I don't have any water up here. Do I? I don't. I'm turning off their heater. It's too hot in here. It's insane. Got me in here sniffing and everything else. Where is the heater at to their house? Oh my gosh. is this heater app? Can't find it. I feel like I'm about to fall out. And of course, I'm on the second floor right now. And we all know heat rises. Whew. Oh, come on. Now it's offline. Come on. Oh, is it? It does not want me to be great. Aha. Off. Okay. It's going to be battle of the... I think they got to turn it back on when I turn it off. The other day, I was here. I left. I went to my house, but I knew I was going to come back. And I forgot and left the heater on. And I had the heater on something like insane. And when I got back in their house, I beat them back to their house. And the house was on fire. It was so hot. I felt like a little kid that was going to get in trouble because I can just imagine what that bill was going to look like. Only child stuff. Only child stuff. Always doing something in this house. Touching buttons or something. My glasses are really not going to stay on my face now. They're just going to be flying all over the place because it's so hot. What else is going on out there? You guys doing any retreats this year? Anybody? Oh, Carolina, are you doing a retreat this year? Did you come back from one? Let me see. You were cruising all around when, let me see. What were you doing this year? I can't remember what I did this year, but I can remember what you did. So there's that. I am teaching at my first retreat this year. What is going on? I can't believe people let me do stuff. That will always be amazing to me. I can't believe anybody would let me do anything. This girl. I don't know if that retreat is full, though. It might be full already. So I don't know if I should be talking about it just yet. Debbie, what are you working on? What you working on? What project do you have going, Debbie? Have you started your bag yet? What do you have going? else is around here? Let's see. You know what I need? My mother was just pointing it out to me a little bit ago. I need some labels. Nothing major, no, quilt labels or anything like that. I just need some labels, some labels that I can just sew in that said Matt Cox made it. I've got some girlfriends who have some very, very, very cute ones. I've got one girlfriend who's, I swear, she will sew in like 6 labels. I'm like, what are, she said, all that apply, go in. I said, okay, all right. I see what we're doing there. All that apply. How long have we been live? Have we been live for an hour and 15 minutes? Wow. Time flies when you're having fun. How long did this take me to do? I'm not finished, so I got a lot of nerve asking y'all that, but you've watched me literally sew it on camera, so I'm guessing about this probably could have been done with a straight like 4 hours, maybe, and not a lot of talking. And if I had these pieces cut out, I love FPP patterns that tell you what size pieces to cut out. If I ever do a FPP pattern for you guys, I guarantee you I will be telling you what size pieces to cut out, because ain't nobody got time for this. Trying to figure out what size pieces I do. That's the part that I don't enjoy about this. Just tell me what size pieces. The very first EPP that I did, which was absolutely amazing. It was so beautiful. That one told me which pieces, what size pieces to cut out. And I will always be very, very, very appreciative of that. Because like I said, who wants to do this? Nobody. No one. No. All right, Debbie. Well, you just concentrate on getting better. We're going to send the well wishes your way. I think my next project is going to be what did I say it was going to be? That iPhone, that iPad case or whatever that I something by Annie. That is what we're doing next. I believe that's what we're doing. That's the next Bianni well, I don't know. I got to get my hands. That's right. I don't know if I have that pattern. I don't know if I have that pattern. I've got to check my Bianni stash. I kind of think I don't. I don't think it came out. I think that one came out with those scissors. And I don't think I wanted the scissors pattern from that. I wanted the eye cases from that set. Next time she comes out with some new patterns, I think I better just get them because, and you can't get them digitally, which I respect. I understand why she does it. I respect it, but that's not helpful to me right now. Somebody sent me a message, was like, how come I can't find it digitally? That's because she does not play digital games. Annie's are paper patterns. I love how she just stands behind how she feels about stuff. Because, I've been asking her for a full video to many of her things. And she was like, no, learn how to read a pattern. Okay. Right, Annie, I'm going to try. Learn how to read the pattern. She says she is keeping the quilting community literate. She really is. She's probably the only person that you can't IKEA one of her projects. Although that would be a lot of pictures and stuff, I think. But she stands behind that. She's not a bit more thinking about changing up what she's doing. Also, why would she? It's doing very well. One of the most successful businesses in what we do. And I got the nerve to want her to change something. Better get literate and learn how to read a pattern, like she says. I better figure it out. And that is just what we've been doing. What up, Liz? The Christmas tree pattern that I have it. I have decided to do my own, but it won't be ready, so that's not helpful. But I do know what mine looks like, and I think you're gonna like it. I mean, I'm sure I'll still do that one because I do things, but I don't know if it's gonna be this year. This year just got away from me. So much happening. So much happening. But mine is in the works, so we'll have that next year for sure. I quickly learned that I might have overextended myself a bit. This year, too many things trying to get done. A lot of stuff did not get done. A lot of stuff did get done. So we're going to count our wins and learn from that and start our Christmas stuff right now while I'm in the mood. But we won't see it. You guys won't see that stuff until next year. I say that, but I might whip that puppy out. I've been wanting to do a braid forever. Thanks, Jenny. Is there a baby hanging up? A star pattern and the baby hanging up. What is the star pattern in the baby? Is there a baby in here? It could be. I'm not saying it's not. Which star pattern? What are you seeing? Somebody tell me what Jenny is talking about, or Jenny, you can tell me. The baby. In the, where do you see a star pattern? Is that a star pattern? Right there? That one? Or, oh, right there? That one? I guess those would be the only patterns you see, right? All those patterns came from Sassafras Lane, their Arcadia pattern. Oh, the three that look like stars in the hexagons. Those are all blocks from the Sassafras Lane Arcadia book. One of my favorite projects that I've ever done. I think no matter where I go, I will probably always have that background because you guys asked me about it and love it so much. It's very me. It's very, very me. You should see them. They're big. They're not big. They're this big, but they're cushions, and they are the coolest cushions ever. Also, a whole bunch of work to make, but you could do it just as a block and then put them together as a quilt. Up to you. Do your thing. But I get a lot of questions about that every time. Every time. But yeah, Sassafras Lane Designs, and it's a book. It's a block of the month. So there's 12 of them. I picked my favorites and got to it. I should make more. I should cover like a whole wall with those because I should do all 12. You only see 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, but there's a 5th one that I've done. And they're all paper piecing patterns too. They are a good time. Paper piecing is fun when you are in the mood. Oh, I almost don't want to go stir the pot over at the guild meeting because I want to keep going. I want to finish. Somebody turn that heat back on. I bet you I turn it back off. It's like heat wars. It's like heat wars in this house. I don't know who's down there doing it. But it is hot. They need to hang on me upstairs. Oh, that would be interesting. That would be interesting. They have gotten to that age where they just sit down there on that couch at the end of their day and doze off every night that I see them. It's cute. It's funny. It's consistent. It is hot in this house. But I know what the issue is. I saw my father outside when I pulled up, when I drove up. And he was outside with a t-shirt on and like some shorts. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? He's a shorts guy though. He want to wear shorts every day. However, I think it's a little cold for that myself. But hey. You guys, I think I want another pin cushion, but this time I think I want the little ones. The little guys. Ah, I thought it was my father doing that, but I can hear my mother's giggle, which means she's probably the one who I'm having heat wars with. Oh my goodness. I knew that she would pick up on me doing that faster than Daddy would, but it's all right. They have a Tilda mouse. I want to see. I didn't even, it's funny. I don't even look at anything other than the Tulas usually. So I need to see. 2, 3, C3. C3, 6. Ooh, these glasses are heavy. Heavy, heavy, heavy. Do that. I want to use this piece so bad, but I need to hit it just right. Got to hit it just right. Maybe that'll do it. I love that you have looked at their site. That makes me happy. You know how much I love to support a small business. And she makes such a quality product. So good. You guys, I'm talking about Wendy over at Dolls and Their Girls. Tilda. It's a really random delay. Your sister said you guys have enough pin cushions. You don't have enough pin cushions. I don't feel like you do. I just don't feel like we can have enough. Those two over there are full. This one is full, and that one is full, and this one, and I realize I have several on the back wall that are just decoration, but I like them for decoration. I don't necessarily love them for using them all the time. Insert this whole thing. Maybe. No, I'm probably going to keep, because everything, sometimes I just want to see the fabric. I want to see the images from the fabric, and everything does not need to be a quilt. all the fabrics, I'd be making, every time Tula dropped a line, I'd be making another quilt, which technically I guess I do, but it's too much. So it's nice just to have a little kiss of something around that you really enjoy. I think I'm about to start scrapbooking fabric. I'm not even kidding, guys. I've always wanted to incorporate my love for scrapbooking with my love of quilting, and I think that might be how we do it, just because making a quilt every 5 minutes is cool for me, but who wants to really be doing that? But sometimes you just want to love on and see the fabric. So yeah. And I've never been one to enjoy pictures of the scrapbook. If you go back to my early videos, you will see me literally talk about not putting pictures of the scrapbook. I just wanted to create it. So what if I just created it just with the fabrics? I just love to show off the pretty papers. Watch out there, y'all. Might be onto something. She might be onto something. And then you and I, we could sit down and I could bust out my scrapbooks called scrapbooks with the scraps of fabrics. And we could reminisce over when these fabric lines came out. Don't play with me, you guys. I'm onto something. A scrapbook. Please tell me you guys are over there giggling too. It's not just me. You know, your friend Mac is a little cray-cray. She's a little cray-cray. But I think she's onto something. Seriously. I'm like, all jokes aside, I think we should talk about it. I think I should do it. W said yes. Are you am I being crazy, or you think I'm onto something? Or, you know, I don't know. I'm on to something. I think so too. I think so too. But you're also probably one of my biggest supporters, so you might be a little biased. you might be a little biased. Tell your sister I said, what's up? What's up? Are you guys gonna pop in the road to California? Or are y'all coming with me? Coming with me? Well, let's do it. You have some fabric from 20 years ago, and you need more. Well, if it's some Tula fabric, good luck with that, because that's gonna cost you. But you could probably find it. You can probably find it. What made me look at that? Yep, that one we're redoing. Redoing that guy. I was going to start another piece, but I can see before Tula, it's ribbon star print. It's ribbon star. I don't know what that is. It might be before my time. I need to go wrap these gifts really quickly. Will this be a quilt of bows? No, but have you seen that quilt? Do I have it right here? Here it is. I don't know when, but just know first of all, I'm mad that this isn't my pattern. I'm mad that I didn't think of this pattern. But at some point, one day, this is by Pen and Paper Patterns. Anytime I drop down and I can grab a pattern that quickly, that's how you know it's on my list. It's on my list. Nah, this is just one bow. We'll probably finish it tomorrow. You'll probably see it tomorrow. I might finish it tonight when I get back from the Quilt Guild meeting. You're gonna like it. You guys are gonna like this. It's worth the trouble, because I need to reprint that piece. But is it in Disney colors? Oh, the bows. I didn't even think about that. We should. I didn't even think about it. I hadn't thought through the color story. I just saw it and was mad I didn't think of it. Just mad I didn't think of it. All right, I'm going to go to the meeting early and go bother people. I'll let you know how it goes. I think it's going to go so cool. They're doing a potluck and a gift exchange. You guys saw what I'm giving away. I'm super duper excited about it. You guys will get the videos on that soon. And I will catch everybody on the next one. If you guys haven't done so already, please subscribe. Your girl just hit 25,000 subscribers, which is absolutely insane. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And yeah. You Betty, you over there cooking. You are doing it. All right, you guys, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe, like, and I will catch you guys on the next one. It might be tomorrow. It might not. It might be Wednesday. It might not. Carolina, stay tuned, because again, I'm pretty sure I'm turning this into one of your bags, and that should be interesting, right? I don't know. We'll see if I can pull that off. I don't know if it's gonna work in my mind the way I think it is. I don't know. All right, y'all. I will catch you guys later. I'm on my way to the guild meeting. Let's see what happens. We'll check in. Again, thank you guys so much for everything. I really appreciate it. All right. Bye-bye.